My name is Bernice Krieger, and I'm from Monroe High School, and this is Apes Jeopardy. Let's play. Okay, the categories are cycles, populations, water, and pests. And okay, we'll take cycles for 100. The question is, the one force that is the original source of energy for the hydrologic cycle is A, rain, B, solar energy, C, thermal energy, or D, photosynthesis. And the answer is, you're awesome! Solar energy! Yes, indeed. Cycles for 200. Which of the following element or elements are involved in the process of denitrification and fixation by lightning? A, carbon and nitrogen, B, carbon only, C, nitrogen only, or D, water. Way to go, nitrogen only. Okay. Cycles for 300. The nitrogen cycle is one of the most important biogeochemical cycles. However, molecular nitrogen, N2, in the atmosphere is not a significant element for life because of A, nitrogen is relatively inert and must be transformed in order to be useful. B, almost all nitrogen in the atmosphere is in the atmosphere and therefore unavailable for life. C, where nitrogen is insufficient, organisms can use other more plentiful nutrients. Or D, nitrogen is an important nutrient necessary for life. Okay, the answer is A, and we just can't touch you. You're totally horrific. A is nitrogen is relatively inert and must be transformed in order to be useful. Cycles for 400. Phosphorus is an important nutrient that enters living plants from A, groundwater, B, surface water, C, the air, or D, the soil. Soil. Okay, can't touch this. You're terrific. All right. Cycles for 500 points. The pathway by which nitrogen is transferred from living biota to the atmosphere is called. The pathway by which nitrogen is transferred from living biota to the atmosphere is called, and the answer is respiration. Very, very good. Okay. Okay, populations for 100 points. The graph showing a J curve would best be described as, okay, B and C. B, a J curve. C, being characteristic of exponential growth. And D, an S-shaped curve. Okay, and the answer is C, being characteristic of exponential growth. Features that are typical of our selected species include all of the following except for one thing. Features that are typical of our selected species include all of the following except for one thing. They include small body size, B, late reproduction, C, large broods, or D, short lifespan. Okay, let's reason this one out. They do have small bodies. They do have lots of babies. We're not talking about humans right now. We might be talking about rodents. And yes, indeed, they have a short lifespan compared to case-selected organisms. So the one obvious answer is B, okay? That they have late reproduction cycle. Okay, that would be the obvious answer. 300 points, populations. Factors that limit population size are called A, carrying capacity, B, biotic potential, C, environmental resistance, or D, survival of the fittest. Okay, so something that's going to limit population size. Okay, and the answer is C, environmental resistance. All right, populations for 400 points. When the carrying capacity is exceeded, the population will normally do what? A, increase at a slower rate. B, decrease or go below the carrying capacity. C, decrease slowly to carrying capacity, or D, stabilize at that level. All right, the answer is B, decrease to or below the carrying capacity level. All right, populations for 400 points. Factors that limit population size are called A, carrying capacity, B, biotic potential, C, environmental resistance, or D, survival of the fittest. Environmental, you did it, environmental resistance. We're doing water now for 100 points, and the question is, porous water, saturated layers of underground rock are known as A, recharge areas, B, recharging areas, C, aquifers, or D, runoff areas. The answer is aquifers, which is C. Okay, monocultures. A, decrease the number of agricultural pests found in any one area due to the uniformity of the habitat. B, increase the number of agricultural pests found in any one area due to the uniformity of the habitat. C, decrease the number of agricultural pests found in any one area due to the complexity of the habitat. Or D, increase the number of agricultural pests found in any one area due to the complexity of the habitat. All right, and who knows the answer to monocultures? So the one obvious answer is B. B, increase the number of agricultural pests found in any one area due to the uniformity of the habitat. We're moving back to water for 200 points. Throughout the world, the most water is used for A, industrial processes, B, power production, C, irrigation, or D, needs of animals and humans. And who knows the answer to that? Celebrate. The answer is irrigation, C. Okay, and let's go on to water for 300 points. Which of the following has the smallest particle size? A, gravel, B, sand, C, silt, or D, clay? Remember, we went over this, and we did we actually looked at the different components of soil, the silt, sand, and clay, and we looked at it under the microscope. And so who knows the answer? And you're right, it's D, clay. That means you're hot tonight. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And that is water for 400. Given the data in the graph below, at what approximate distance downstream from the spill will a fish be most likely? Okay, and the choices are A, according to the graph, 30 kilometers, B, 90 kilometers, C, 5 kilometers, or D, 120 kilometers. Okay, what you need to do is really, really read the graph well in this case, and the answer is pretty evident, and it's a strike if you got A, which is 30 kilometers. You're right. Okay, and that means you've got it on the ball. Okay, the next category, pests for 100 points. A narrow spectrum pesticide would kill A, all insects in the vicinity, B, broad-leafed plants, C, the organism for which it was intended, or D, grasses and their relatives. Okay, you're right, C, and the answer is the organism for which it was intended. Pest for 200. DDT is A, chlorinated hydrocarbon, B, an organophosphate, C, an inorganic compound, or D, narrow spectrum pesticide. And who knows the answer to that one? A, chlorinated hydrocarbon. Most people first became aware of the problem with pesticides when Rachel Carson published her book, A, Pesticides on the March, B, the Pesticide Handbook, C, Silent Spring, or D, Sense of Wonder. And who knows the answer to that one? And you're right, the answer is C, Silent Spring. Okay. Let's see, pests for 500. A predicament where the cost of applying pesticide increases while their effectiveness decreases is called A, resistance management, D, persistence, C, endocrine disruption, or D, the pesticide treadmill. All right, you're radical if you said D. It's the pesticide treadmill, and that means that you're right on the mark. Everybody, please study. I would like you to go through your review books every night and give it at least an hour each night. Go over old tests. The ones that you seem to get right, don't go over those again. Go over the ones that you're getting wrong, write them out, take them over, and I'll be with you the morning of your test. I will greet you at your destination where you're taking the test, and I'll have a special snack for you, and then I'll see you right after. Thank you for playing Jeopardy!
Thank you for playing Academic Jeopardy! With Bernice Krieger.
Groundwater, B, surface water, C, the air, or D, the soil.